This evening we're going to mow over at Devin's house again. You remember the last visit? You can take a look at that video when you get an opportunity. But this evening we're going to be using our bush hog, brush hog, rotary cutter, rear cutter, rough cutter.
Why are there so many names for that?
Well, that's a good question. The reason there are so many names is because most people, at least around here, know them as a bush hog. But bush hog is a brand name, and there's a bunch of people that get all upset about using a brand name. So we're going to go use that mower, whatever you call it, get some of that underbrush mowed down, just see what it looks like. I think maybe we'll have a lot better idea of what we have to work with. Once we get that done, we intend to begin to take out that old steel fence, that old woven wire fence and things like that. And we'll begin to get that place cleaned up pretty nice. So stay tuned.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Good. So you've had a week to live with your somewhat cleared out. What do you think?
I think it looks great.
Looks good.
So I think this is going to take care of those little
Like the itty
shoots,
bitty.
yeah, that you were talking about last time we were here.
Yeah, for sure. As the branch tries to get him.
Yeah.
We haven't started
Burning yet. Well, you have some time to burn.
Well, and just because of the weather.
It's going over a few things that are big. You can hear it.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of surprised that none of your trees have really bloomed, or, well, one of them is beginning to show green.
And they're just dead. I haven't came to the decision. I haven't decided yet.
You haven't decided? Yeah, still haven't decided. You said you showed your family the video. What'd they think?
They liked it. His grandparents seen it, and his uncle, and I sent it to my grandpa. My grandpa was saying that it's starting to look like you could tell a difference, and he was excited to see like the other episodes to see what it would look like.
Oh, awesome. Now those bushes you didn't want, right?
Yeah, the small ones.
Okay. As he's going in and grabbing some, I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, they're fine to go.
Now he's going to back over one. Every time I think about getting closer, it makes a lot of noise underneath the bush hog. But I really think that thinning out some of these will help the bigger trees you want to save be healthier.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think that after getting all the brush and stuff and then actually taking and tilling it, like this area of it, and putting some grass seed down, it'll prevent from like the regrowth of all the random stuff.
It's amazing how different it looks in just a few minutes with that big mower and the grapple. So the grapple is modular on that one, so that's actually 3 different pieces. Makes it nice because if you only want one claw on it, you can do that, or there's lots of different configurations you can make with that one. Devin's actually back in here working.
You guys start running when I get ready to turn the mower on.
Every time I wanted to get close, you made a really big noise under there. No thanks.
Definitely all the bushes down, and then I don't know if I see any. I mean, if we could maybe chop up some of those vines.
Yeah.
Down, because I feel like I don't like that kind of taking over back here.
Yeah, and he's planning on trying to pull that fence out and the posts that are back there.
Awesome.
But he was wanting to use the mower so he could get back to it easier.
Yeah, that way you can just mow it kind of down and then take the grapple and pick it all up.
Yeah. So what's your next project after you get the back here cleaned up?
I think sloping the retention wall or the retaining wall down into a hill.
Okay.
Just to blend into the backyard, and then 2 bushes.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna do all the landscaping around the house after that. Lots of projects.
Home ownership is a lot of work.
Yep, it is. It's worth it though.
Christy, I think it would be a good time for us to take off a couple of those pieces and see if we could use a single clamp to dig out those 3 trees right there. typically we would use the backhoe or something like that to dig in there.
Yeah.
But it's one of the advantages of this grapple is that it's modular and you can take pieces off. And when you have just one on, it can dig a lot better. We should be able to dig right into there.
So now you're going to play with your transformer toy?
Yeah, you're right. You've got the right idea. We're just playing here. But if I didn't have a backhoe, this wouldn't be playing.
But you don't have the backhoe with you.
Right.
We can't carry every single piece of equipment you own.
It would be nice, wouldn't it, if I could just take it with me everywhere?
Yeah, but they don't make a trailer that long.
I confess I didn't read the book today, so there's a way to handle these things easily to take them on and off. No, so I'll do it the hard way, right?
Well, that didn't really look that hard. Say goodbye to your bushes. That actually worked pretty well. It didn't take a lot of your soil with it. It just took out mostly root. It's so pretty down in here. I'm jealous.
With these little trees, it did a great job. Dig right in there and one scoop and it was out. Uh-oh. Seems like every time I have a big rear implement on, I'm running over stuff. This is the #1 advantage of the heavy hitch. I should have remembered coupon code TTWT at heavyhitch.com. Be sure to check out tractortimewithtim.com. We have an article there that details all the different grapples that I know of that are available for the subcompact tractors. I've got input from each of the manufacturers, so I believe the article's factual and hopefully has some good information to help you decide.
So you want them to try to get this little one here?
Yeah. So you think I can get that one? You're trying to challenge Johnny, I think.
So just like with a backhoe, he's just trying to cut the roots on either side of the tree.
I may not be getting the tree out here yet, but I sure am proving you can dig a hole with this thing pretty quickly.
Roots might be too deep on that one.
I'm going to try with the rake instead of the clamp, because the top of the clamp is in the way.
I think you should just try with a chainsaw.
She doesn't sound too confident in Johnny.
That's what I heard. I heard she wasn't confident in Johnny.
Well, so you're taking the grapple, well, what do you call it, the clamp off and just putting the one rake on?
Yeah. This is what they actually recommended, was to use a rake for it instead of the clamp, because the top of the clamp gets in the way and you're not supposed to push with the top.
Okay.
Now I have 100% confidence that I could have got that tree out with the clamp. We may not be getting as much done as we could, but hey, I'm learning. I think they said that you can start in the middle here, like that. Get these on.
Now you can go in for the bottom. Slide it back a little bit.
Here we go.
This is really one of the first times that you've really needed it, just the rake.
I've never tried this before. This can dig. This is the best digger we'll have.
Okay.
Because this, it won't have the top in the way.
Yeah.
But you can't grab a course like that.
You want to take some odds? What's your odds he's going to get it out?
I think he can get it.
You think so? Okay.
I think so.
I'm disappointed. After all these years, Christy still didn't think Johnny could get the job done. I was actually surprised at how well I was able to grab stuff without the clamp.
You were right.
Oh dear.
How high can you get up there, Matt? It's a grapevine. We need to get it cut off here.
Was that the biggest tree you've taken out with that?
With that thing, it's the only time I've ever tried to take out.
Really?
I mean, what you've seen is all I've ever tried to take out as far as trees with that thing. We use a backhoe, which is we'll do a lot better job than that. We would have dipped it out with a scoop or two.
Yeah.
But you don't always have the right tool for the job, number one. And the other thing is a backhoe is almost $6,000. A lot of folks don't have one. I think we should work on that fence next. This piece that we've got here, why don't you cut it right on each side of that post? Then we'll take that post, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just straight. You may not be able to see here, but he's cutting that woven wire. I fiddled with this wire for a minute or so and decided it wasn't worth the effort.
Is there even more wire down in there now, you think? Or?
I don't know. I was going to get out, look for something before I mowed down. I think I'll take the tractor down in there and mow.
Is it too wet down in there?
If I get stuck, that'll be fun, huh?
How are we going to get you out? Casey's not here.
Uh-oh.
I mean, Devin's strong and all, but I'm not sure he's strong enough to pull you out.
Okay. Well, maybe we better not get stuck then.
Yeah. What do you think that is?
Oh, it's just part of a fence they had back here for livestock years ago. Hard to believe that right here in the middle of Carmel, this used to all be farmland, pasture land.
And at that point, the river or creek didn't come in here.
That's right. Well, there probably was a little bit of a creek here, but it just made the big turn, well, within the last 30 years. It used to cut across to the other side of the woods over there, is what Harry said. I really like the handiness of having only one item on these forks. I didn't realize, you know, how handy it would be to be able to get in here to the middle. You get a lot more lifting power right in the middle. And having only one item here, I think for the most of the time the clamp would be better, but to get in and dig, this thing's a lot better. If you're considering the Artillian Grapple and wanting to save a few dollars, I think the clamp-only solution right in the middle is worthwhile. foot deep, wasn't it?
How far is that? 5 foot?
4. Are there more? Yeah, there's a big post in there, isn't there? I'll go in.
There's a metal one right there too.
Okay, so let's go get those right now then.
Looks like there's more fencing attached to it.
Yep. It's gonna make it hard for me to get my chain around where I want to.
Yeah.
Can't lift as much, see, when I'm higher. So I like to pull very low on a post because I can lift a lot more right down by the ground than I can up even waist high. It's amazing, actually. Probably about half as much waist high as right at the ground level. While I'm pulling upward as hard as I can, I'm gently pushing and pulling back and forth to see if I can get it to break loose. Yeah, I really just don't have enough tractor for this.
Is this just a ploy to get me to say yes to a bigger tractor?
Everything's a ploy.
Okay.
But Johnny's been good for this project because it's been a tight fit back in here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've never been known as a very patient person. And you'll often see that when I'm trying to pull posts. Yeah, I'd like to pull them out, but after a while I usually just get disgusted and push it over. Again, I was able to just pick it up and pull it right out of there.
So what kind of wood is pink or red?
I don't know what kind of wood that is, but it's good. It's been there for years and years, and it's solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
It's kind of pretty.
I thought maybe it was cedar, but I guarantee you, cedar would have smelled when you broke it like that. Busy, aren't you? Oh, how bad? Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, but it was.
It needed to be taken out.
Yeah.
Yes.
We actually folded
You did a great job. Is that all wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put you in charge of compaction in the future.
In charge of compaction. Yeah, that's great.
I had given up on all that wire, and he piled it in a tiny little pile.
Yeah, that bush thing right there can go too.
Okay.
Out is that vine.
The vines, yeah. Devin's gonna find them and pull them down. He's doing a pretty good job of it. You got a piece of that wire in it?
Yep.
It's a lot more open than it
looks
was.
a lot more open. I'm not too concerned with taking out the big trees yet until I want to see what buds and what doesn't,
Right.
just to see what's dead.
Yeah. Tim, you sat down on the job.
Yeah. Perhaps I needed a steel.
Well, that's what people say.
It's jammed up a little bit. It won't start. Haha, I found a YouTube video that showed me what I had done wrong. I had taken that cover off while the chain brake was engaged and I couldn't get it back on. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Take a look at our website, tractortimewithtim.com. Subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim. Must have come unhooked.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, but you couldn't hear me.
I couldn't hear a word you said.
No, the tractor fell off.
At least I got an excuse now
Yeah.
with the tractor. Before it was just that I was ignoring you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I knew that. That goes both ways sometimes.
Huh?